Let's make an idea and write it down. Before we start, if you didn't watch part 1 of this series, you should. More importantly, you should watch the episode where I cover creating a YouTube channel. You'll need that information as a base, so if you haven't watched that, go watch it. Really, go watch it. I'll wait. Now let's take up ideas in writing a script. First, you need to sear the following things into your brain. 1, ideas are easy. I don't want to get political or philosophical here, but the greatest ability you have is to create things. And these things come from ideas. These ideas come from you. If you don't take care of yourself, since you are the idea machine, you will break down like a car on the side of the road with no petrol. 2, filmmakers film. I've read and talked to some great writers, and their advice is, writers write. That applies to anything. Painters paint, dancers dance. It's called doing, and the best way to get better is by doing it. So, let's say you create an idea. For now, the idea should be very simple to start for this series. Here's some examples. How to hold a camera, 5 opinions on coffee, how to crack an egg, why is there a hole in a guitar, 3 uses for gaffer tape, what's in my camera bag. You want this simple. If you can imagine standing in a room or sitting in a chair talking for about 3 to 5 minutes, then that's the idea we want to start with. Otherwise, it will be too much to do and you'll fall behind our schedule. Oh, you didn't know we had a schedule? Well, welcome to filmmaking. For this series, I want mine to be really simple, as it's the details of filming an episode we're trying to learn. For me, I'm going to create an episode called What is a Battery Grip?, which should allow me to keep the episode simple enough. Here's how I attack this. Over time, I've developed a pretty standard format that goes like this. Quick opener telling what's coming up, a bumper, that graphic basic filmmaker thingy, the start of my music track, the show's content, a quick ending or wrap up, and I cut to black, the music ends, and about 4 seconds later I put any bloopers or funny gags in. That's just my format, yours will probably be different. So first I grab a notebook, iPad, computer, stone tablet, or something to write on and create an outline. I like the computer as I can move things around easily and email the outline to myself, which I'll cover the reason for later. Here's my outline for the battery grip episode. The working title is What is a Battery Grip with the date. My intro is going to be something short. The bumper, then the show. I have to answer, what is a battery grip? How does it look? How does it work? Why would you need it? Kinds of battery grips, accessories, where to get them, approximate prices, ending comments, and then my outro. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Outtakes, whatever happens. Now, some of you are saying, hey, where's the script stuff? And what program do I use? And how do I use all those funny scriptwriter abbreviations? Unless you are already familiar with writing a script, its format, and what the abbreviations mean, scripting in the formal sense of the word is a waste of time for something like this episode. The reason why you would write a script like that is because you are going to hand it over to other people to buy it or fund it, or to people you're working with, like your actors and other members of your crew, so they know what is going on. And they all know how to read the scripting language and the format. Well, you don't have a crew, which means no one other than yourself needs to understand this. So why would you write a formal script for a single episode like this? The answer is you wouldn't, unless you want to. Make sense? Okay. Now we're going to flesh out my outline with what I am going to say. And now you may be saying, hey, why can't I just say what I'm going to say? Why write all this crap down? Why? Because it keeps your episode to the point. I won't mention any names, but there's this channel I ran across about 4 months ago. And this person will do a review of, say, a camera bag and sit there and talk on and on and on for 20 minutes. Most people don't have time to sit through 20 minutes of blah blah. Here's what I want to know about a camera bag. What does it look like? Does it secure my gear? Is it big enough? Is there any weather protection? Can I take it traveling? Is it heavy? Is it durable? How much does it cost? And where can I get it? That's about 2 minutes, maybe 3, with a few other comments and things. If it's 5 minutes, fine. Over 10 minutes, and you're now wasting my time. I could have just Googled it and got all the info. Nah, I don't mean to pick on this person. Major kudos to having the guts to create a channel and do videos. The point is, if you don't have what you're going to say planned out, you'll either leave something out, fumble all over the place, or you'll ramble on and on and on and on and on. You'll see what I mean as we flush out this outline. Okay, Intro, something short. At this point, I either leave it to later or come up with something. The idea I had was to grip a normal battery and say something cute like this. Let's get a grip on this. Haha, bumper. I can already see a potential shooting problem with this, but we'll handle that later because right now our job is writing, not shooting. Let's flesh out the show portion. First, I'm supposed to answer the question, what is a battery grip? Here's the information I have on this. A battery grip is an accessory for a DSLR and sometimes other cameras, which allows the camera to hold multiple batteries and extend the battery life of shooting time with the camera. It also adds an additional gripping area and sometimes includes other controls, usually used for vertical shooting, such as an extra shutter release button and possibly other camera function controls. Battery grips were originally developed to facilitate portrait photography and also become useful in DSLR video shooting. The battery grip usually attaches directly to the camera body through the camera's own battery compartment. It is engineered with a cassette mechanism to hold additional batteries, which increase the battery life for the camera. Some battery grips are shipped with an additional cassette in which the camera operator can use multiple AA batteries in case of a power emergency. Most battery grips are designed to fit only a few specific camera models by the same manufacturer, as they must match the camera's body, shape, connectors, and power requirements. Now, if you stop here, I gotta tell you, you are one lazy mofo. You're making a video, not a radio show. It's show and tell. It's a visual medium. And if you also think you can do all that blah blah above, as long as you show them what it is, then again, you're one lazy mofo. To a new camera owner, all the text above is going to be blah 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 blah. I know that because I understand my audience and how to assume a viewpoint. And if you didn't fully grasp that statement, then stop right now and go watch the episode Writing, Shooting, Editing, Viewpoint. And I mean like right now, because if you don't fully understand that, you're gonna fail at this writing thing. Bye-bye, I'll wait. So here's the next step on our battery grip outline. Cut the mother lover down. You could spend 2 days cutting this thing down to where a new camera owner, my intended audience, will understand it, and that's okay. Here's how I do it. I look back over this outline and over and over and over, and I keep editing it until I can explain it in a couple of simple sentences. And since I'm going to be showing it, the fewer the words, the better. When I did this over and over and over, I ended up with something like this. You're in the middle of shooting something, your battery runs out of power, and now you have to stop everything and replace it with a fresh battery. Well, that sucks. The solution is a battery grip. This nifty little device attaches to your camera and allows you to use 2 batteries at the same time. That's not only double your shooting time, but adds more places to grip your camera when filming. Since I have in my mind now how I would film this, I know I just knocked out 3 items in my outline. I described what a battery grip is, what it looks like, and why you would need it. Now I cover how it works with these lines. Here's how it works. You pull your battery out of the camera, remove the little door, yes, it's made to come off, put 2 camera batteries into the battery tray like this, shove this end into the camera battery compartment, twist the screw, and voila, you got double power. Hey, and it looks cool too. Now let's knock off the rest of our show outline with this. There are different kinds of battery grips depending on your camera, but they all do the same thing. Most even come with an extra sliding tray which you load with AA batteries just in case you're in a real bind for power. You could spend between $30 and $300 on these. The difference is going to be the quality, so make sure you look at the user reviews before purchasing a battery grip not made by your camera manufacturer. I searched around and found them available on Amazon, B&H Photo, and many of the camera manufacturers' sites. I've included some links below. I have one of these on all my cameras and I love them. I hope this helps, and thanks for watching. I just knocked off kinds of battery grips, accessories, where you get them, approximate prices, and wrap up, and my outro. And that's a lot different than what I started with, a description of what a battery grip is that was almost longer than the entire episode and not understandable at all to my intended audience, new camera people. Now here's the next thing you do. Read it out loud over and over and over. If you want, record the sound in your phone and listen to it over and over and over. It will either sound good and flow, or it won't. And if it doesn't, then change it until it does. If you get bored with reading or listening to this over and over, then so will your viewers. Unless you are completely satisfied that you have nailed your dialogue down, it flows, is understandable, and doesn't contain a pile of blah 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 blah, and you have no reason to move on to the next step, which is our next episode. planning out how you're going to shoot this. We're going to take our outline and turn it into a real shooting plan, including what we intend to shoot and what we intend to insert graphically. So, get busy and create your outline. If you need help, send your outline to thebasicfilmmaker@gmail.com. I won't write or rewrite your episode for you, but I will definitely look at it and offer helpful suggestions if you need it. I hope this helps, and thanks for watching. I'm going to do mine I'm going to do my episode on a battery grip. Put battery grip in.